And when people want to do business with me, they always reach out, and they always, and I want to know if this happens to you too, but they always go back and remember one thing that I said, like one post maybe. And like, I remember that one day you said that, man. It's something from like 5 years ago. And they're like, oh man, that brought me up so much that day. And I think it's that one point that my friend always calls it the flashpoint. He has a book called The Flashpoint, but he always calls it that like flashpoint, or that pivot moment where the person says, I believe in you. You know, once the person believes in you, then they'll do business with you, and they trust in you. But have you ever had that happen where someone's come back, and like an ex-customer or something, or a new prospect come to you and say like, hey, Jordan, I heard you say this? Or
So I have had those moments, not anytime recently, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. I got on this kick several years ago for myself, again, preaching to myself, going through kind of like what you said at the beginning of, you know, showing support through commenting and liking. I was in my feels about, man, I'm doing all these things. I'm saying things that I'm passionate about, and nobody's saying anything. Nobody's commenting. Nobody's liking. Like, so then I was preaching to myself, like, okay, let's come back to center and figure this thing out on my mindset. And it really came back to, you play to your audience one. Like, we know in business, we talk about customer avatars and all that kind of stuff, that really the more you can hone in and just have the conversations on social, like you're talking with that one person, that audience of one, for whatever reason in themselves, they may not want to be reaching out and letting you know that they're watching you, but they're watching you. Kind of like a starving artist who's trying to get discovered. They play in those bars night after night, and some night, maybe if they're lucky, there's going to be an executive in the audience. They don't know he's there or she's there. He won't raise his hand and clap, but he's watching. And it only takes one of those moments, like you said, the flashpoint. It only takes one of those to change your life.